Welcome to FNM TV. We have round 2, game 1. This is myself, Pat Holland, versus Daryl Clorn. Narrating, as always, you have myself, Pat Holland, and JT DeMeo.
This match looks pretty interesting. It's Big Red, Machine Red versus Cawblade. So, I think Cawblade is the favorite going in, for sure.
Really? You don't say.
I think so, man.
You don't say.
I mean, the only matchup that's not really a clear favorite in is probably Splinter Twin.
Or Cawblade versus Cawblade.
Well, then it's definitely the favorite. Because it's going to win either way.
But it's not really the favorite. It's more of like the middle ground. Like, I guess.
I suppose. All right.
Camera angle slightly askew. It's bothering me.
It is a little bit off, but
you still get everything.
yeah, for sure.
Cuts glare out too.
So McDarrell has...
I can't make out what he has, honestly.
Well, we know there's a mountain in there.
Yeah. So I'll start off with an island. Strong play.
Indeed.
Strong turn 1 play, an island. And then drop my colonnade.
So drew into the colonnade. 2 mountains pass, back and forth, Drago.
I like Drago in this matchup.
I do too.
Drago is pretty good.
Anytime he doesn't put pressure on you, seems pretty
Especially in
good.
a red deck.
Yeah, for sure. Means he's just holding a lot of burn.
Mm-hmm. I'm more than happy
It's
with
a much
that.
more reactive deck than red deck wins. Or deck wins is just going to kind of smash you.
Yeah.
They're going to go for efficiently custom creatures. Unofficially custom bird.
Like Ember Hauler. I love Ember Hauler.
Ember Hauler's pretty good.
I didn't like him when I first saw him. And then like after just like playing against him and playing with him. Well, I don't play red, but when I mimic Vatted and Ember Hauler, I
Yeah.
started really enjoying it.
You stick a Jace, Fate's Evil Charge to the bottom.
Yep.
Let's see what he does. Let's get 5 mana to work with here.
You can do a lot with that 5 mana.
Maybe I cut off the Phoenix. Nope, he's going to bolt the Jace.
I'm fine with that, because he has to play 2 cards in order to get rid of the Jace.
Yep, 2 for 1 right there.
And
okay.
Cawblade is all about advantage, so...
It's true, you got to win that War of Attrition. Alright. Another land, not missing any land drops on either side. And a hardcast Batterskull. Seems pretty good.
Another thing which will force him to have to either play main board artifact removal.
Or play creatures, and he has not played a creature to this point.
Well, not even playing creatures. Like, again, to get rid of it, he has to play 2 burn spells on it.
Yep, a Tumble Magnet, that'll
Deal with the problem momentarily.
Yep, no, that's a quick fix. But not really a long-term game plan.
It's a patch, not a fix.
Alright.
So I'm sitting on 6 mana.
Land.
I'm going to tap 2.
Stoneforge?
Stoneforge. I would have liked that turn too, but I'll take it.
Grabbing a War and Peace here. Oh, what is that? A Germ Token. Is that a Germ Token?
That is a Germ Token.
Okay.
Daryl is...
He's pondering things over. He's very confused. Maybe he thinks Stoneforge searches your tokens out, too. I'm not sure.
And he's going to go call a... Or want
He's
to call a
gonna
judge.
ask to call a judge. Then he's going to... You tell him, yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Get a warning. So,
I'm perfectly fine with calling a judge over for a token being in the deck.
So he's going to move back.
My deck is still 60
You're calling a
cards
judge?
minimum.
You will get a warning, and that will be all.
Yep. I'll call Logan over.
Now, if you have sideboarded cards in your main deck, that's game loss.
Yeah, that is a game loss.
Whereas a token being shuffled in, not really that big of a deal.
You get a warning, and everything continues on. What is the actual warning for it? It's a warning procedural error or something? Or
Something like that. And Squad Hawk.
I was actually talking to Seth. I actually wanted to start doing stuff for TOing, so
Really?
I can actually get my license to do that stuff. Yeah.
Nice. I took the practice test. It's real hard.
They're decently...
The layers questions are specifically pretty hard.
Yeah. A lot of legacy questions that are just like, I don't play with these cards first.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm definitely more of a standard player. I've played since I was like 8, but I don't know all the other stuff. I've really just started getting competitive in the last like year or 2.
Yep. For sure.
So, boards consist of Squad Hawk, Stoneforge Mystic, a Batterskull with a Germ Token. I have 6 lands where he just hit his 6th mountain, and he also has
An Everflowing
Chalice and a Tumble Magnet. With what I can believe is 2 counters, so playing another Tumble Magnet.
Another Tumble Magnet? Another quick fix? Or a quick patch, rather?
Yeah, those patches turns just keep moving up.
Yep.
Like, first Tunnel Magnet, I can deal with one. 2 Tunnel Magnet, if he has any gas,
it's kind of a pain.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Urabrask would be pretty good for him here. But
Urabrask is phenomenal.
He is pretty good. Or even a Titan would be pretty nice.
Easily, Urabrask is the best Praetor from that cycle.
Well, constructed-wise.
Constructed, yes.
Limited, I might want Shieldred.
Shieldred is probably the best out of those. Shieldred or Elishnorn. Yeah, either or is really good.
Vorinclex is kind of bad.
He's...
But I mean, Legacy. Legacy, you always want Jin-Gitaxias.
Yeah.
You want to reanimate him. Alright, so... He's going to tap down your Germ token. And a Squad Hawk. Daryl untaps. Draws. What does he hit? A 3rd Tumble Magnet. Again, kind of annoying, but
yeah,
it's not really.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
he doesn't really have much. He has 1 card in hand. I have tons of board advantage.
Again, his deck is full of reactive cards, and he doesn't really have any cards to be proactive.
You can't use Tumble Magnet to be offensive.
You can, for sure, but I mean,
in this situation, definitely not.
You're already so far behind on the board.
And I'm going to continue to put him behind.
And
copying
a Batter Skull. Seems pretty good.
That's 8 damage on the board just from the Batter Skulls, plus 8 lifelink for every damage. I like it. And he's going to Galvanic Blast the Hawk, which doesn't really affect very much.
Yep, and you're going to equip to the Stoneforge. He has no cards in hand now, so you're not getting any extra damage through. But still, I think we'll take 3. 3 damage is at least some damage.
So, sitting on the 3 Tunnel Magnets, so annoying. And he plays a Sphere of the Suns, which is not at all intimidating. Does nothing to the board. That's a pretty bad
draw for him. That's kind of an awful top deck.
Like they're good in the fact that they allow like a turn 3 Koth, but
and you don't want them late.
You definitely don't want to draw into those late game.
I mean, I feel like this deck is just built for the nut draw. It seems like it's almost like the red version of Quest here. Like, you just can't draw, and he's not drawing any gas. The problem with ramp decks in general is that you need the early ramp followed by the big dudes and your other ramp targets in that order, and if you don't get them in that order,
then it really
your deck doesn't
do anything
really
for
do
you.
much at all.
Yeah, it's just having fluff draws.
Alright, so you animate on declare attacks.
He's calling... he doesn't understand the whole thing with priority. Whereas declared entering the battle phase, he tapped down the 2 things. In response to him tapping down the second one, I animate my Colonnade. He's saying that they all have to be there on the board prior to entering the battle. They do not.
He still has a chance to tap it.
He has a chance to tap it completely.
Because he has the 3rd Tumble Magnet, but he decides not to.
Yeah, he wanted to keep, because that other Tumble Magnet that he left untapped is at 1, and which is the entire reason I did that.
Yep.
So when you have multiple Tumble Magnets, you use the ones that have the highest count on. Because he also runs Volt Charge. Yep. He needs to leave that 1 counter on to be able to proliferate them. That buys him another 2 or 3 turns.
For sure.
He's going to pay 5 for a Molten Steel,
Dragon,
which is perfectly fine with me. I couldn't Mana Leak it if I had it. Although I could Spell Pierce it for previous video joke. Preordain twice. Hit that Stoneforge in an island here. Take that Stoneforge to my hand, dump that island.
Now, what are you going to grab with the Stoneforge here?
Well, the card that's pretty much pro his deck, and I'll go with War and Peace.
Don't you already have it out?
Then... No, alright, yeah, I guess I do. Shows how much I'm paying attention. I'll probably just grab Feast and Famine's my only target left that I know of.
Yeah, just get it out of the deck. Why not?
Why not? Thin it out. Now I can just draw into my Jaces easier.
I mean, the interesting thing about Cawblade is that, like, once it does its thing, its thing's done.
Yeah.
There aren't really any, like, superb draws for you here. Like, it is what it is.
It's all early and mid. late game, like you're just supposed to roll with what you got in the beginning.
Yep, and it should be enough to get you there in the end.
Unless you don't hit your early game, you hang on, and then it's all your late game, which actually accelerates it so fast. 3, bring out sword.
Yep.
Pay
Strap 'em up.
2 equip.
To the Battered Skull token.
And force him to use those tumble magnet counters.
I mean, even taking that hit isn't that big of a deal. He doesn't have a hand.
Yeah.
There's not really much in your hand that you're gonna untap and play. So.
Well, even if I did untap and play something, the situation's just as bad as it's going to get.
Yeah, for sure.
If he plays Koth, it doesn't matter. It dies
he's
next
so
turn.
far behind on the board. He's honestly just way too far behind.
Mm-hmm. I think he's debating to see if he can kill me right now with the Molten Steel, which he is far off of doing.
Yep, just because the life gain.
Yeah.
All that life gain off the War and Peace.
I think he came within like 5 life of being able to kill me here, which is actually kind of scary considering the position that he was like in the entire game.
Because he's at 11.
Yeah.
He can pump it to 11 with his mountains.
And there goes the scoop phase.
And, yep. So, game 1 goes to you, goes to Cawblade, versus Machine Red.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yep, he didn't have enough threats to get you.
He didn't really have anything for the most part. Like, he had like a bunch of burn, but no creatures, no substantial, anything that can stay on the field.
It's true.
Well, we're going to go over to game 2. Have Darrow Cloran versus myself, Pat Holland, in game 2, round 2, and see where this ends up. Follow along and subscribe. Later.